Hey folks, this is Curtis Brown, your instructor for HSEP 302. I just want to highlight a few things as we conclude the semester and also go over week 14 and 15. As we conclude the semester, last couple of weeks, you've completed the second of two quizzes. You also have turned in the 4 FEMA Independent Study course certificates. Thank you all for sending that in. You should have received a confirmation email from me confirming receipt of those certificates. Excuse me. I do still have to grade your second memo, and I should have those complete soon. Also, I'll be updating your discussion board grade to include the second half of the semester. The current grade that's showing is from the first half of the semester. So all of those items, including your final exam, will be updated and will create your final grade. So most of y'all are in good shape, but definitely want to finish strong with the final. I'll be posting a study guide that will assist with preparing for the final. But again, the final exam is comprehensive, so trying to ensure that you understand core concepts from the first half of the semester as well as the second half, under the main themes of preparedness, response, mitigation, recovery, and what we've been discussing the last 2 weeks, these emerging threats and emergency management challenges. The comprehensive exam will include multiple choice, true, false, short answer, and a memo, similar to the midterm exam. So don't wait for the study guide. A lot of it is just the core concepts that will be pulled directly from the syllabus. And so, again, you'll get a couple of days to complete it, open book, and similar format as the midterm. So that is what is going on, and I'll get back to you on a couple of those items and grades. Just briefly to discuss the past 2 weeks. The past 2 weeks has really been focused on the challenges faced in emergency management, both presently and in the future. And so last week, I asked you all to read the article related to emergency planning, improving community preparedness with some basic fundamental steps. And then also looking at what Craig Fugate, the former director of FEMA, had to say related to the 7 deadly sins of emergency management. And the concept of both of these, the article and the video, was to look at how can emergency management further their efforts for preparedness prior to the next disaster. And so I asked you all to, for the first article, which principle do you believe is most important and why? And many of y'all had some good ideas and concepts related to which principles would be most important as an emergency manager to push to enhance preparedness in their communities. And this is the kind of thinking that has to occur in emergency management consistently as we face more and more disasters, as individuals and people have more and more distractions. We're constantly trying to figure out how to better prepare them for these different threats. Craig Fugate's 7 Deadly Sins of Emergency Management really speaks to why the field of emergency management should never feel complacent. He talks about planning that's really static and is not really understanding the complexities of our society, not fully leveraging our partnerships in terms of whole community. Craig Fugate had at FEMA really pushed the whole concept of whole community, leveraging the capabilities of business and the nonprofit sector and individuals as well. And so I really liked his concepts there because it really pushes us to constantly evolve along with our threats and emergency management, so we can deal with these challenges. So, wanted you all to think about those two products, the article and the video, and give your thoughts on that. And so everyone participated, and there was a good exchange there. This week, the focus is on the future threats to emergency management. There are those who believe that through climate change, we're going to see more powerful storms, sea level rise, etc. In many cases, we're starting to see that. In terms of last year we had a record hurricane season, and the concept here is how do we adjust our society to be prepared for more regular disasters, more regular disruption, whether it's natural or man-made. And so I want you all to think creatively about what we can do as a society, not just emergency management, to adjust to the realities of dealing with these more complex storms and threats that we'll face. So I see that most of y'all have posted your initial post. Please respond. I reflect to two other classmates' posts, and I'll discuss this in a little bit more depth next week. But a lot of most of the reading that you had related to this week talks about different groups and entities who are working through dealing with the challenges of planning for these more powerful storms and threats in the future. So just wanted to give a quick video this week. Again, we're coming down to the end here, essentially 2 weeks left. This upcoming week will really be focused on preparing for the final and closing out the semester. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to send me an email, and look forward to reviewing y'all posts from this week, and I'll be following up soon related to those gradings that are still due. All right, thanks so much. Have a good one.